Okay, so I've been meaning to make this update video because the last video I made was of the Sonora and the Ansonia, and a lot has changed in my collection since then. So we're just gonna jump right in. A lot of these clocks I'm gonna make separate videos for. Some of them I already have. So the biggest thing that I've done since the last video is I finished this clock, and you guys don't know what this is, but I had this case lying around. I got it in that estate, the estate lot that I got the Becker from, and it didn't have the right movement with it. Every part that was with it came in a box, a separate box, so I was supposed to just kind of figure it out, and I did so, but not in the way that I anticipated to. So I'm gonna make a separate video for this clock because I'm super happy with the way it came out. It's the first project of mine that I've done where it's just kind of like making something out of nothing, and it turned out really good. Okay, so the next two things are these two clocks. The one on the left is a Hamburg American with a Bim Bam Bomb chime. This one was hanging out with my other one that I have, but the clock that we're gonna get to in a little bit that replaced it has made me move it into my bedroom. Now the one on the right is a Fontenoy clock, and I overhauled this at the beginning of the year. Well, I guess the Hamburg American wanted to say hi, but the one on the right, this one is one of my dad's clocks. This one, I had to overhaul it for him, and then I got a clock that replaced it, and so it came in here too. And then if you didn't see this, this just basically means I graduated high school. So there's gonna be a lack of uploads for probably a really long time because I'm gonna be off at college here in the next couple months. So I'm trying to get as many projects as I can done before I leave. The next thing is this clock right here. This is a Welch Tycoon parlor clock. And I had one of these, and if you go and look at my American clock collection video, you'll see it. And I had one of these, but the case had been totally stripped down to the bare wood and refinished. And that's the only thing I didn't like about it. So I found a parts one on eBay, and the case was with the original finish, so I went ahead and got it and combined the two to make this. And so this is all original except for the little ornaments. This one came out pretty good, but I still gotta work on that one and these two here to match them pretty good. But other than that, it's all there and it's in really good condition. So that's the next thing. And then I moved the Ansonia Arizona model into my bedroom with all my other parlor clocks. So on to the next clock. So I haven't told anybody on YouTube about this, but this is a Johann's movement from 1928, and you can see it's running, but I've been working on this thing like on and off for about 3 months now, trying to figure out why it wouldn't run. And you can see I only have the time train in there because this thing was getting on my nerves, so I took it all apart, polished the pivots, cleaned the bushings, and put everything in the ultrasonic cleaner, got all the old dirt off and all that stuff, and now it's running. It's been running for the last 2 days. So I'm so excited that I can finally get the ball rolling with this one again. Here's the rest of the parts for this clock, including the case and the dial. When I bought it, the case didn't have anything in it. And the last thing for in here is you can see that I have made a kind of a shelf for it. This is just like a bookcase that I had that I flipped over onto the side. So I have my Becker there, my Johann's with the coiled gong striking, and a Bim Bam, and then here I have my Jerome Anglo-American case. Okay, next up is this clock. This is the one that replaced the other Bim Bam Bomb that I had. This is a Fontenoy clock with a super extravagant case. This thing is beautiful. Plays 2 chimes, the Westminster and Fontenoy melodies. And so I think you could understand why I had this thing replace the other clocks. And so this is the big thing, I guess. Well, the next thing is pretty big too, but this here is one of my biggest additions that I have. And so I want to make a separate video for it. I mean, I'll go ahead and put in a video of it chiming right now. But yeah, this is like the main thing that I wanted to update you guys on. Last but not least is this bad boy right here. So this is a Gustav Becker Vienna regulator, and I bought it for the movement and pendulum because I wanted to put it in the other case that I had, but the pendulum was too long, so it didn't work. However, I've only paid like $150 for it, and it didn't have weights, but I had weights. And so I figured, why would I take it out if I don't have to, and I can just leave it be? And so this thing here is awesome. I'm so happy to be able to own this, and it's working now, it's chiming now, or striking, should I say. The only thing that I have to do yet is I want to make a top for it. So I have some spare wood here, and I have a bunch down there and stuff like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and make that top for it, and that's the last thing I want to do before I go to college. That's the last big thing. So I'll go ahead and strike it for you now, and then once I get it hung up in my bedroom, then I'll go ahead and make a video for it. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way through, that means so much to me that you guys care. And let me know which ones you want to see first and which ones you don't really care for me to make a video of. And that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys in the next one.